The first thing I do when I write the book is I do all the illustrations. It takes the longest. So I sketch all of them. I give them to my very gifted artists. And so these were scenes, these were things that I actually saw in heaven, or else they meant something to people who were caught up to heaven. Here's just a very basic, not whole illustration. I don't know if you can see it or not. You may be able to see it.
You're on a stage. No, they can't see it. Nobody can see it. It's not even in color. Of course they can't see it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is KatKerr. Apparently she wrote a book. Apparently she's got multiple books that I had no clue existed. So, and she's on a book tour. So we're gonna get into it. I'm Brentley. This is the Punk Apostate. It's the YouTube channel where we make fun of FundyTube. You know, turning religious trauma into yo mama. Chuck, can we strike that? Let's strike that. No, I didn't say that. That's not. Yeah, no. It's just we make fun of FundyTube. That's it. All right. So I'm Brentley. This is Punk Apostate. Let's go. So, like I said, KatKerr is on a book tour. Fun stuff. I was wondering where the hell she was. I hadn't seen her doing any interviews lately, but I guess that's because she's on these tours. So she's going around doing her thing. It's called Touching Heaven. And it's session 2. I don't know what happened to the first one, but I don't care. And I'm not going to go back and look. So here we go.
So welcome here. You know, heaven has invaded this place already. 1 million of them came with me.
What? What did she? So just out the gate with the insanity, she said that heaven has already invaded this place, and there's 1 million. I guess she's talking about angels. Angels like, no, we're gonna go too. Yeah, we'll be there to support you, Kat. We're your biggest fans.
I don't know if y'all saw the broadcast where it talked about where I went to DC. I did go to DC by command of the Father to go there and deal with the wicked and the evil that was there.
Of course.
Both spiritual and physical. And
like, so don't tell me I shouldn't have gone because God, the big guy, sent me. Okay. So you can't ever say that I'm not supposed to do literally anything, because everything I do, God said to do it.
He sent 1 million of the hosts with me there to do his job that he wanted done. And then he let me keep them all after that.
What?
So I have some new ones. I know that the new ones because I don't recognize them. I've had the others so long. I recognize what a lot of them look like. And you can sit down.
These people have been standing the whole time? What the fuck? What was happening? Kat, come on. You got to let the people sit, okay? I know you. She's like, no, they're still giving a standing ovation at the beginning. They're just still standing. That's great, you know? They don't give standing ovations at the beginning, Kat. That's not how it works.
How many people have never heard me speak before? Can I see your hand? Anybody? Wow. In person.
My goodness.
Yeah, in person. Well, it's too late now. You're already here.
Wow. This just sounds like so, like she certainly thinks she is something, you know? Wow.
I used to say that to people back in the day before anybody heard any of the stuff that God gave me. And they like, what does that mean? You're going to find out, but it's going to be good. It'll be God. You know, you can't stay the same if you've heard what God has to say. Revelation comes from him, not man. Man can receive it. Man can share it all day long, but it comes from him. That's where it comes from. And we need revelation a lot more. We definitely need information.
Yeah. We need a bunch of people just acting like just the stuff that they make up is coming straight from God. What could possibly go wrong with that? You know,
we need wisdom. We need understanding. Please, if you have a lot of wisdom, you're going to need understanding. That's scriptural, in case you didn't know that.
No, scriptural says not to have understanding. Actually, it literally uses the word understanding and says don't rely on it. It says do not rely on your own understanding. So that's no, you're already wrong. Very problematic verse too, by the way. It's just like, hey, make sure you're stupid. And everybody's like, yeah, I got to be stupid, of course.
And all you're getting of wisdom, get understanding. What that means is get knowledge of the Holy One.
Right.
That's what understanding is. Knowledge of the Holy One. It comes from heaven.
What? No, it does. This is her special. This is her special kind of understanding. Got it. You know, she makes up her own terms for things. It's a whole thing. You got to follow the KatKerr verse in order to really understand all of the definitions that she changes throughout time.
And I was introduced to heaven by Jesus Christ. I'd always imagined what it looked like, and I had a lot really good. Just because I have a great
What?
imagination, you know.
Yeah, clearly you got. She's like, I had a lot really good. What? Like, I always thought I imagined what heaven would look like. Turned out I was right about everything. It's crazy. I got it all right because, you know, I have a big imagination. No shit, lady. You're famous for being the pink hair lady that thinks she goes back and forth to fucking heaven. Yeah, you got a big imagination. Got it.
When you're 1 to 15, you got to come up with something to keep them busy and keep them happy, right?
Yeah, and you got to find something to make yourself stand out from the 15 other kids or whatever. And the kid that goes back and forth to heaven, I mean, that's just one of the things that none of the other kids were doing. So, good, congratulations, Kat, you won. You won.
And so
standing out.
I did bring some stuff up here to give away, and I'll probably do that first, but I would like to talk a little bit about it. Anything I have or I've written, I didn't pick the title. I didn't pick the image. They didn't come from me.
No, yeah, of course.
Even the chapter titles inside these books.
It's like, and I swear a lot of this is just so she can be like, you're not allowed to criticize it. And this is like a dilemma that is caused for religious people because the nutbag person could just start making stuff up. And as long as they're like, but God showed me this, you're kind of stuck. You're kind of like, okay, well, I don't know how to combat that since that's all religion is. It's people just being like, but God told me this. And everybody's just got to be like, sure, all right. I mean, hey, you know, God told him. We're not allowed to question that. That's against the rules, questioning stuff like that. So we just got to nod along to the crazy pink hair lady because she's claiming it's all from God and she happens to be the same religion I am. So that kind of makes me feel like maybe what I think is not true if I don't nod along with this person. And so I just got to.
Come from me, but at this point, I'd had quite a few years revelation of being in heaven, being caught up to heaven and shown many places in heaven.
Yeah. The Jello City, right? That was a good one. That was probably one of my favorites. The cows that mow the lawn by sitting on tractors, not by eating it like you'd think. No, they drive tractors. They don't even have opposable thumbs, but somehow their hooves are driving tractors. I don't know. Maybe they have like little hoof holes in the steering wheel that they can click into like a Lego. I don't know. I have no.
And so the Father had sent Jesus back to see me in person. So this was an in-person revelation.
He was right there. He just showed up. Poof! Smoke is all around. It's like that scene from Cinderella with the fairy godmother, except that it was the wizard father. Whatever.
From Jesus Christ of what they wanted me to do. They took me to heaven many times and showed me a lot of places. Didn't never ask me if I wanted to go because I gave permission to do whatever they wanted from the beginning.
Yeah, because they as opposed to what they assume that you don't want to go. Like, hey, Kat, you wanna head back to heaven with us? You want to check it out? And you're like, nah, actually, I gotta read. You know, I gotta throw out some stuff in the fridge. We got an order coming, so I gotta clean out the fridge. Nah, thanks. It's cool. But you guys go. It's cool. Take some pictures for me. You know, Jesus.
Since I've known them for a very long time, I got born again when I was 4 years old.
4 years old. She was born again. Wow. Okay, that's
here.
Of course,
that meant I saw Jesus step inside of me. So if you
want, okay, and if you want someone to, I don't know about step, but if you want somebody to do something inside of you, just go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Let's go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley. That's BRENTLY at checkout, and you can get all sorts of stuff. Yeah, for getting inside. Kat, please don't talk about anything being inside. Like, just don't. All right. We don't want to picture. Like, what is just stop? Okay. My goodness. You're ruining the ad. Now nobody wants to buy stuff from adamandeve.com. And it's all your fault.
I wonder if he does that. Yes, he does. He does. He lives in us.
I mean, I guess I could go back for another ad. No, I won't. But hey, if you want to like and subscribe too, there's a little like button. It looks like a thumb. It's right down there. Okay, there. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't know. That was it. Yeah, if this is your first time at the channel and you enjoy it, like you could subscribe. That'd be great. Yeah, and then watch the video longer than you would. I know everybody's saying that one. Make sure to keep watching for long time. You got to do that.
And he's with you all the time. And yes, he's in heaven, sitting at the right hand of the Father. Also,
Oh, what?
He's also sometimes on the earth.
What?
Also,
How does he do that? That's crazy. That's he can't do that unless he's like omnipresent. Oh, he's omni. I got it. Never mind.
because the triune Godhead, they have the ability to be in many places at the same time, and they know everything everywhere all at the same time. Nothing is hidden or kept from them. They've been from the beginning. What does the beginning mean? They've been from the beginning to the end, and the end to the beginning. The beginning of existence,
Oh,
which was before when the earth was made.
oh, I didn't. When you said beginning, I thought like the beginning of the 20th century or so. I didn't know. Yeah, it's okay.
So before the earth was made, there was stuff going on in heaven, a lot of stuff,
Oh,
much stuff. So I've been to
much stuff. So this book's about the much stuff that happened before, or what?
ET, which is before time.
Oh, good.
Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. When he did that, that's when time began. Time itself began. Before that, they didn't keep track of time. They didn't have to keep track of time.
Didn't keep
Why?
track of time. So time existed as a concept, but nobody was keeping track of it. It wasn't, it wasn't measured out, right? There wasn't days and stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard to have days without a sun, as I think anybody would understand when reading the creation account, but apparently nobody did. I didn't catch it, which is really sad. I don't know how I missed that one. That was probably one of the biggest mind fucks for me, was realizing that there were 3 days there where it said there was morning and evening 3 times without a sun existing yet. Never put that together. But all right, let's see who won today. How we doing? Everybody all right? I'm still sick. So I apologize if I'm wheezing and stuff, but yeah, I thought I was getting better, and then it just took a second turn. I don't know. And Jessica won. Hey, boop. It's like boop your nose. There you go. Right. That's it. And Lynn is second today. Wow. New winners today. And James is third. So and James is usually first. I don't know how y'all even did that. That was impressive. Y'all had to be fighting. You're like doing the door thing, you like all go to the door at the same time, and your shoulders get stuck, and you're like getting mad at each other, and then finally you get in, and then James is like, fine, I've done it 3 times, you go ahead, okay, because I always win. Let's see. James said, yo, what's up, dude? What's up? A couple of members only emojis. So yeah. Jess said, did Kat sanctify her book with a big stick? You have to, right? I mean, as far as she's concerned, I don't think that books can come into existence without a sanctifying stick. That's just as far as she understands anyway, that's required. That's more important than a printing press for this sort of thing. So just saying. Lord, what's up, dude? Lord Dissident's here. What's up, man? And he said, I am here. Cool. That's great. No, I appreciate that. That gives me an idea of what's going on out there, Look at the dreams is here. What's up, dude? Said KatKerr looks like a Muppet mated with an old catcher's mitt. Jesus. Especially in this freeze frame here. Wow. I see the catcher's mitt part for sure. Yeah, that's absolutely. And the Muppet's the hair. That's pretty much just the hair, Jesus Christ. Yeah, she looks pretty wild. She looks pretty wild. I would say she looks like Gollum, but with a pink wig. That's what it feels like to me. Oh, and look, there you got the special KatKerr emoji. That's right. That's how often we watch this shit. we have emojis of it. Touching what? heaven. Touch, I know. Touch. It's a, see right here, touching heaven. Not, and it's not that pornography that everybody's familiar with. It's not that one. It's a different one. It's it has no. It's not sexual at all. I know. It was very disappointing. I just so, but oh well, whatever. What are we gonna do? You know. Lord Dissonant said, didn't God through Paul tell Kat to keep her mouth shut? Yes, yeah, he absolutely did. Quite a few times it seems in the Bible, women are supposed to like not tell anybody anything, and they're not supposed to have what is it, dominion over men? Is that the right word? But they're not allowed to teach men anything, including what heaven is like. So I don't know if she missed that part. She rips that page out. A lot of times they do. They just rip that page out. They do like the law and the Simpsons. You know, they could just like, let's rip this page out. Yeah, no, get it out of there. Just that's it. The cops. It was the scene with the cops, and they take the anyway. I'm tired. All right. Hey, you heathens. What's up, dude? Grand Theft Autobots here. Drazilla's here. How are y'all doing? All right. Yay, KatKerr. Hell yeah. And Michael's here too. Cool. All right. Everybody's fucking here. This is great. So Lord Dissonant said, I have knowledge of the unholy one, for he is me. I added the laugh, but I imagine that that's what you were doing, right? That was just sort of obvious, right? Grand Theft Autobot said, oh, this crazy lady. Didn't she say that she went to heaven, talked to God, and described heaven as a socialist paradise, despite their usual view that socialism is evil? Yes, she absolutely did. Yep. Nobody, except didn't she say, oh no, I think you're right. Because she's saying that people still work, but everybody has everything they need. Everybody has everything they need provided for them according to their needs. Is that what we're going by? I don't know. That's a great way to describe it as a socialist paradise. I'm sure she would love that description. I'd actually love to be there when somebody describes it that way to her and see her reaction. That'd be great. She'd be pulling that pink hair out right in that moment. It'd just be all over the floor. Grand Theft Autobot said, oh, and that heaven was like an amusement park too. Well, there are parts of it that are like amusement park, and other parts where it's very disturbing because there's just a bunch of body parts lying around for all those people that don't have those body parts. So, yeah, both amusement park and disturbing body part factory apparently. So I don't know. I mean, it's got everything. It's got everything. The KatKerr verse of heaven. It's got deep lore. I mean, she needs to write like a Middle Earth kind of book, right? To sort of map down what all of the lore actually is, right? But I guess maybe that's what these books are. Actually, that's probably what these are. Michael Bell said, "Religion teach people to not ask." Yeah, 100%, dude. And this is what you get. This is exactly the logical result of, as long as I say God said it, nobody questioned me. I'm your same religion, and God told me X, and so you can't tell me X is not X. That is the religion model. And it's exactly what the problem is, honestly, because then you got a bunch of people just saying that they know stuff they couldn't possibly know, and they're just sort of deciding that they're right about it, and then call that their faith. But I already decided that this is the way things are, and yeah, and that's religion in a nutshell. It's not good. She was trying to get sales for her book to equal that other book. What other book? What is there? Was there like was this a response book? Is that what this is? It's like a philosophy thing where they write like books to like combat one another's philosophies and stuff. And no, of course not. That'd be way too normal and rational for this. Hey, Michael. And Michael said, in response, space aliens got her. I don't think Michael, they were just saying hello. They were just saying hi. There's nothing about space aliens. I don't know what you're. It's like it's like you're not really good at responding to people that are referring to you, like talking to you, man. They're just trying to have a conversation. Anyway, the sequel one said, so early. Sorry, I don't. You live in a weird time zone, dude. Okay, it's not my fault. It's like 10:30 here in the morning. Okay, so be in a better place on the planet. I don't know. I don't. This equal one said, it's gosh damn 7 a.m. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're way over on the other side of the country. Sorry about that. Yeah, time zones suck. Okay. And then I'm sure it doesn't we change the time too with this daylight savings crap. And that probably doesn't help things at all, does it? Inside of you. Yes, inside of me. Right. That's what we need is a KatKerr dildo, right? For adamandeve.com. And it's a pink one. It's a pink dildo. It's just and it goes inside you. That way it fits everything that she's saying. You know? All right. Wait. Let's see here. 9 here. Oh, okay. Oh, so you see, okay, you're saying like what time it is. Oh, okay. So you're just an hour off from me. So you're probably in Central Time, I take it. Michael said, that's impossible, even according to her religion. Age of accountability hasn't happened by 4 years old. Right. Yeah. That's why I was just like, 4 years old. Are you kidding me? You can barely like that's insane. But I mean, the ironic part is I did too. That was the age I used to say. I was like, yeah, I got saved at 4 years old because I was so good at thinking by 4 years old. I was like, now I got this all figured out. I got it figured out. My parents just so happen to be right about everything. Right. And so, yeah, I weighed out the options, which are God's real and true. And it's got to be the one that my parents believe in because they know everything. Therefore, everything I think as a 4-year-old is true. And that's, I've got Jesus in my heart ever since I was 4. And that's, yeah, same thing she did, apparently. And nobody sees anything wrong with this. Nobody sees like a problem here, you know? Oh, God. Trees. Oh, ever said trees. Tree said, she was born and then born again 4 years later. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I made most of my important life decisions around that age. Exactly. Jesus Christ. What? Where the oh, that's right. You're over in oh, shit, no, like it's another country. Far away. Yeah. That's cool. 4 p.m. Holy shit. That is a massive difference. Look at the tree say, Amber, hello, and then like 2 people standing next to each other, I guess. I'm not really sure what the emojis are. Grand Theft Autobot said, God is peeking through me right now. He's saying, hit the like button and subscribe if you are already subscribed. Thank you. Yes, please do that. That's we just make fun of Fundy Tube here and hang out, right? And talk and stuff. It's just like it's a good chill time, right? It's entertainment value, atheist content. You're not going to learn much, right? Okay, but this is for the downtimes. After you've learned all the things that you have, like you need to learn from like Matt Dillahunty and all that, you come here to just be like, I don't have to think at all. We can just laugh and goof off, right? That's what this show's for. Wolf said, well, watch this video till the end. You might get butt jokes. That's right. That is actually true. There is secret ending jokes to these streams if you if you catch them live. I feel like they cut them out when they're not live somehow. I don't even know how they do that. It's actually pretty impressive. But yeah, always get butt jokes at the end. Speaking, right? And Nitty's here. What's up, dude? That was a very Trumpy way to say that. Yeah, what she was, her like sentence that's just eating itself. Yep, that's how I describe the way both Kat and Trump speak. Their sentences just eat themselves. They don't know what's happening in that sentence. Oh Jesus! All right, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, exactly. As Nitty said, there is no before. If time doesn't exist, that's not the way time works. Like there wouldn't ever be a before because there would, never mind. I don't know why I try to explain these. We're talking about KatKerr, okay? Like this is you could just assume out the gate that whatever it is stupid. Whatever she says, it's dumb. It makes no sense, right? All right, here we go.
Why? Because they made time. Time came from them. They didn't come somewhere in time. People said, well, did they appear somewhere in time? No, it came from them.
How the
does something
fuck?
to your mind.
How the fuck does that work? How the hell do you like? How do you exist for 0 seconds? That just doesn't make any sense.
I hope so. Because that happens a lot when I'm sharing revelation. You hear things for the first time, and actually, a lot of times you actually get what it means.
What?
And there is a lot of revelation that means a lot of things. Most of it definitely would line up with the Word of God.
What the fuck did she? Again, another sentence that just seemed to eat itself. She was talking about them having to exist before time or whatever, and then just went into some other. Who the hell knows? Here, listen. Let's
Things for the first time, and actually,
Okay.
if that does something to your mind, I hope so. Because that happens a lot when I'm sharing revelation. You hear things.
Hold on. Okay, I just
No,
gotta go back further.
they didn't have to keep track of time.
They didn't have to.
Why? Because they made time.
They made time.
Time came from them.
Of course.
They didn't come somewhere in time. People said, well, did they appear somewhere in time? No, it came from them.
Right. Okay.
If that does something to your mind, I hope so.
Oh,
Because that happens a lot when I'm sharing revelation. You
it does something to your mind. I hope so, because it happens a lot when I'm giving revelation. My goodness, that does something to your brain. Like that's it. Well, I hope it does do something to your brain. I hope it went in there and registered what I just said. I don't know.
hear things for the first time, and actually, a lot of times you actually get what it means. And there is a lot of revelation that means.
Yeah, it tends to happen when people when you explain things to people, they get what something means. I'm not sure. I think she thinks it's like she gives people magical information. Like she says a couple words and then like just a whole book of information comes into somebody's brain because of that little sentence that she said.
Means a lot of things. Most of it definitely would line up with the Word of God. Because guess who wrote the Word of God? They had it written.
God.
And when you
God
realize
did.
how it operates, you understand why your gift is important.
Oh.
You are a gift. Everyone here is
I
a
wonder what they just cut out. They're like, okay. And then she just sort of rambles mindlessly for like 30 minutes. Okay. Now she sort of gets to a point. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to it.
gift. You carry a gift given to you by God before you were sent to this earth and knit together in your mother's womb. That gift was put in you, whether it's making the best cookies, the best barbecue sauce, maybe
Now it's mine. The barbecue sauce one. I call that. I call the barbecue sauce.
creating amusement parks,
What?
all kinds of equipment, all kinds of
Who the fuck was that person? He was like, yeah, sometimes people make amusement parks. Are we talking about Walt Disney? What are you doing? Who are you talking about, lady? That's their gift. Their gift is just make an amusement park. Are you talking about from that fucking video game where you like make the roller coasters and then you can like ride them or Julie or whatever?
houses, whatever it is that you make with that gift you have. Maybe it's music. You create music, you create all kind of fun things to do, wonderful places to go to.
What?
That's a gift
You create all like fun things to do? What do you mean? You create games or something? I don't understand.
you have. Maybe you play the best instruments.
The best
Maybe you can
ones.
play it, but never actually used it. In heaven, you will.
What?
Because the way God designed your gift that is irrevocable, he's not talking about spiritual gifts. You don't need to get people saved in heaven. It's too late. You don't need to heal anybody in heaven.
That's all that spiritual gifts are for? Just getting people saved? Because I'd argue that tongues does the opposite of that, which is a spiritual gift, right? Like people just going blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, no, that doesn't ever get anybody saved. In fact, quite the opposite. And it even says that in the Bible, basically. It's like, don't do this in front of people because you sound stupid. Okay. So make sure you do that in private. Unless there's a translation, right? We don't know for that. That's
heaven because they don't need healing. Okay. They still go to Word University and Royal University in heaven.
what?
They probably have some understanding of it, but you see,
Word University. Couldn't come up with a better name. Like Bible University sounds better than that, dude. Like Word University. Come on, get the fuck.
all of it. You see, the revelation on the entire Word of God is taught to you by the ones who wrote the books in
Oh.
the Bible.
Wow, that's incredible.
Wouldn't that be awesome? You get to hear.
It's weird because here she said, wouldn't, I feel like sometimes she said, like accidentally says things. She said, wouldn't that be awesome? As if it's not true, right? Or as if it's just something that she's hoping would be true, right? And it's like she doesn't catch herself. She does this a lot. So she'll just like say, as long as you act like this stuff's real, then it becomes real to you and stuff. And it's like, dude, you're not supposed to say that, dude.
firsthand from the one who wrote those words for Jesus Christ, who was called the Word.
Does she have a Crown Royal symbol on her? Is that what she drinks a lot of Crown Royal? She's like they gave that free pin and that little like that little gift case that comes with the two glasses. And it probably comes with a brooch, right? A Crown Royal brooch.
And the Father. Everybody loves to go to school in heaven.
What?
It's not boring. The furniture is not hard to sit on.
Oh man, she is dropping jokes, dude. The furniture's nice in the schools in heaven.
They thought of every amazing thing connected with you because you're his sons and daughters. You're the Father's sons and daughters coming home. Everyone in here is family. Turn around and say hi to your family. I love you.
This is so weird. I was like, turn around and say hi to your family. And look, they're doing it. They're doing it. This lady's like, hi, this is kind of weird. Okay, please don't make me do this again. I don't look at this lady. She's like, this lady's like, no, I am not doing that. Nope, I will not be. Okay. This guy's like, what the hell is happening here? I don't even want to. Nope.
Come to my house. I will take your pictures for free.
All these people like, we're in the front row. We're probably on this camera thing. We better do the thing. Okay. We got to just, let's just go with this. The pink hair lady told us to do a thing.
I'm a photographer. And show you the best places to eat yummy stuff in heaven.
God,
Your family.
Can you imagine being like this? Just being able to just make shit up like this. It's incredible. My goodness, I couldn't imagine. And then just getting paid and writing books and then just literally making stuff up off the top of your head, just like whenever you're anywhere. It's amazing. My God.
Families who live there have been collecting information on places to take you when you get there. They're not up there forgetting you, ignoring you. Oh, no, they're not. You'll have a very long list of places to go and see. King David always gives everybody a chariot ride through the sky on his own chariot with his red hair and his pointed beard.
And pointed beard.
And he is quite a character.
She's quite a character. She's acted like this is what's the name of that movie? A Stitch in Time or whatever. Like, or like, yeah, it's just like all these weird characters. Was that it? Stitch in Time? I don't know. There's a fucking movie with Oprah and stuff. There are all the magical like beings and stuff that I don't know. I feel like that's what she's. And this is like the fawn character or something. It's like the good guy, and he just like drives you around on his chariot, and he's silly, telling jokes. And that's King David. King David's he's a silly guy.
So that's something you can all look forward to. How about that?
How about that?
The people who make the best food.
Oh, she's writing this stuff down. She's literally wow. Okay, I thought this was just straight, just flowing, just out the brain to the audience. No, she has notes. This comes from fucking notes. Wow.
Down here on earth, that's their gift. They'll make it in heaven. It won't cost anything to eat it.
What?
It's all free, gluten-free.
Oh, it's gluten-free too.
Oh. They don't taste like it's sugar-free, but it probably is.
Oh, man. Boom.
So, yes, you eat in heaven. What about the marriage supper of the Lamb?
Right.
Do you think you weren't going to eat? People don't eat in heaven because they have to. They eat in heaven because they love to.
It's so weird to sit there and like create all of this stuff. There'd be no point to eating. Like, it just doesn't make sense from any standpoint. Like, the reason that humans eat is because we have to we got to survive on earth. We have to burn off energy, and then we have to like replenish that energy, and you wouldn't have to do that in heaven. But she's like making it like eating was made first, and then it just so happened that when humans were created, they had to eat for survival purposes, but that was never the original intention of eating. It was like this backward. Wow, it's just so funny the way they think. I love it. Let me see what we got here. Gosh, she is just so like. It'd be so nice to just be able to make everything up like this. I can't imagine. God is watching you in the shower. Okay, well, probably because he's probably a pervert, right? Jesus. And then he said, That was, oh, we already did that. Yep. Wolfo said, this is all about the stuff, much stuff, big stuff, many thing, and also big. That is actually really close to how she describes everything. Uh, looking through your window. Yeah, that's creepy. The whole thing, I mean, the whole idea of this like man in the sky watching you all the time, that is creepy, right? And it's so obviously a control mechanism, a manipulation to try to get you to behave the way they want you to behave. It's so obvious, but you can have fun and just decide that you have been to fucking heaven before. And so fuck it. You get to be silly like that. And so you can have fun with it, right? God is emphasizing the butt stuff. Man, God cannot get enough of the butt stuff. The butt stuff. Yeah, well, and it's why do you make butts? Right? What do you think we do with butts in heaven? We don't poop for fun or we don't have to poop. So the butts are just for fun in heaven. Okay, that's how that goes. They're just oh thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely I feel hopefully I'm not like sniffing too much and everything. But yeah, just I don't know what's going on. It's like the everlasting cold. I probably have some sort of bug or something. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Grand Theft Autobot said, "Does anyone know how to block God? He won't shut the fuck up about the butt stuff." Yes, you got to go into your settings, and then find the comment, and then that they said, and then you put hide channel from. Anyway, Wolfo said, "Hey, now the body part warehouse would be mighty amusing to me, like Build a Bear, but with people plushies." Yeah, that would actually be kind of fun. I would love to be walking through there and just seeing people trying on like, "Ah, this one's too small," and then like making fun. I mean, like, "What person was this one for? This is way too big. Who's this big? What a freak! Who's no? That one's gonna be here forever." And then some giant guy walks. Oh my god! Sorry, I didn't know. I was just joking. It's good to meet you. Stuff like that. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun. I'd enjoy it. We are getting close to making that a cybernetic reality. No, yeah, that is actually really cool. It's funny you said that. I was literally just watching a video about that, and somebody like able to like uh, basically have like a fake hand. It's like super cool. I was like, wow. Drusilla said, "Oh, that would be fun. Maybe I could make my own butler." Yes, not with two T's butler, like not like the stuff that the other people in the chat are talking about, the butlers, but the just regular kind that just does stuff for you, and not that stuff, not butt stuff for you, just regular stuff. Not that'd be UTT butler. Clear, clearly that would be an extra body part from her heaven body part warehouse. Yes, that would be a bunch of them, right? Wolfo said, "Can I change my garbage model in for a young, hot 20-year-old on board of mine?" Yeah, I'm sure you probably could. You could just do a full trade out. I don't know how it works, right? I don't know if you need to hold on to just the head, right? Or maybe you can just pull the brain out of the head and then replace the head too. But I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. But isn't it the case that I don't know. I need to read these books. That's what this is. Um, I don't know, but I think that you go back to being in a 20-year-old body anyway, right? Or 25, right? It's like right when you hit that peak or whatever, where you're like fully formed but not old at all. Like you just started being but fully formed, whatever. That's your form in heaven, right? So I don't think you'd need to. But I don't know. I looked pretty weird in my 20s anyway, so I think I would just do an update bottle 100%. This nose is just not. I want to trade it in for a button. I want to trade it in for a button nose. Okay, because this kind is just it's distracting, right? I can't. It's always knocking in stuff. It's big. It's a mess. It's a mess. Um, the sequel one said a good way to look at it is I'm 3061 through 3,061 miles away, still watching your stream, even though it's early as shit. Chalk that up as a win for the Punk Apostate. Yeah, I agree. That is actually real. I mean, I don't know. The fact that people watch it at all in the morning is just it's very interesting to me. I do appreciate it. It's just really funny. I don't know of anybody that does shows in the morning. But I have the hardest time doing them in the evening anymore. I'm too tired. I'm getting old. That's what it is. I'm getting old. And I can't do it. Gisela said someone's cutting out your butt jokes. I feel like that should be punished in some way. Maybe spanked. They'd be spanked for that. That's so great. I'm so glad someone finally heard them, because I've been doing these. I've been doing the butt jokes at the end for, I want to say, a year, and nobody said anything about it. Then finally, someone's like, "Wait a second, what the fuck was that? Did somebody here say, like, was there a butt joke at the end? What's going on here? Did anybody else hear that?" And then y'all are like, "Yeah, I heard it," and I was like, "Okay, this is great." Somebody left the screen on too long. That's what it was. You like hit the off button, but it didn't take, and then you're walking away, and then it's like you heard it. Did you say something about ass? An ass? What? See, you got to listen to the end. Got to listen to the end to get this whole thing. Let's see. Wolfo said, "I came somewhere in time too." Ray still no. Oh yeah, came. Because like came's like a second. And if you want to come, let's go to AdamandEve.com. You have all the toys to come, came, all you want. It's all in there. Okay. Just did an ad break. It's cool. I don't know. Okay. I got to do that. Let's see. Ember said, and why bother to create time? There's a what, but no why to that kind of nonsense. But why bother? Sorry, no, I'm trying to follow you. Why bother to create time? There's a what, but no why to that kind of nonsense. Well, because I always wonder about this too, because isn't time just descriptive? Aren't we just describing something that we experience as time? And then here in America, we get fucking weird about it because we're all like hyper capitalist, have to like be doing everything all the time, right? And so we have to like structure it like to the goddamn fucking second, of everything. When we did, I went on a couple different missions trips, and it was so hard because like in Brazil, they would be like, "Oh yeah, we'll meet you there in the afternoon." And we'd be like 3 o'clock, and they'd be like, "The afternoon." Just, and it's like you had like at like multiple hours long windows of them just being like, "Oh no, we don't do the exact time thing." And it was like, "What? How the fuck can we have a schedule we got to keep?" And they're like, "Yeah, we don't do that here. That's not a thing we do." So I don't know. We'll just meet you in the afternoon at some point. It was very difficult to get them, but that's the hyper capitalist nature of the US, I think. Because that was just weird. I was just like, what? They don't even go by times. It's just like morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime, and that was it. And they all sort of just understood the couple of hours that was the window of each of those. And it's just like, wow, dude, that's wild. Lloyd Desiden said, some theories suggest that time doesn't really exist, but just appears to exist. Yeah, well, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just kind of it's we're just describing something that we experience as just things happening after other things happening, and and how they fall. As far as I don't even know how to describe it without using the word fucking time, which makes it really difficult because it's such just like just a baseline concept that we have, right? This is interesting. Grand Theft Autobot said, Doctor Who, The Adventures in Time and Space. That's right. Dr. Space Time, right? You seen Community? It was like their version was Dr. Space Time. That's great. Love that show. Grand Theft Autobot said, who pays for Word University? Oh, is it free? How socialist? I know everything's free in heaven, right? But everybody also works. You're right. It's just sounding more and more like socialism every time we describe this. It's kind of incredible. Did anybody ever answer me this? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Did they rip off Doctor Who? Like, was that a ripoff? Was that like a spoof? Was that like a, or is it is it just completely unrelated and it just happens to be in a phone booth? Both. Or is it like the American version? Because we're like weird and like, are like the American version's all like, dude, bro, like, I don't know. What's up with that? How did they not get sued for the fucking phone booth? That's all I want to know. All right. Lloyd Dissident said, you know that theists really know how that God doesn't exist, but just want him to so bad. Don't do that. Don't, I understand the urge to do that, but I don't do that. Then they just do the same shit back to us. No, you actually do believe in a God. You just really don't want to. And that's because you don't want to have a moral responsibility to exactly my interpretation of what I think my God wants. And then you got to obey me. But I'm actually talking for God. And you just don't want to obey me talking for God. And that's why you actually do believe in God, but you won't admit it. Like that's so let's not do that. Let's not let's not do the thing they do. Okay. We're better than that. Right. Deep State said, all she needs is a clown nose. Is what is wardrobe will be okay, I got it. All she needs is a clown nose and a wardrobe will be complete. Got it. Yeah. And yeah, I mean the clothes, honestly, I don't mind the hair. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I guess for her age, it's kind of weird, right? But I know a lot of people with this hair, and I actually like it. I like the color scheme. I like the blonde tips or whatever. What do you call those highlights? I do like all that. Looks weird with her face in it though. But the clothes are the thing that confuses me. What is the? Is this a? She's got a scarf, but then it looks like there's something underneath of the scarf. Is this a tie? What is this? What is this right here? Is she wearing a tie under her scarf? And then she's got shoulder pads because she really likes the movie Working Girl, apparently. I don't know. Eh, I don't, and that's about it. And this fucking brooch that had to be made in Texas because they're not supposed to be that big, right? The Crown Royal, the Crown Royal brooch or whatever. Their clothes are throwing me off. Hair's not so bad, but yeah, still, yeah, I do. I think I agree with you fundamentally, right? But Deep says, "Hello, everybody." Oh, that was the first thing he said. Look at Jerry said, "Penguin, penguin, penguin." Yeah, I don't really know what to do with that. Is that were we talking about penguins at some point? Did that come up in conversation that I forgot about? Is she a penguin? I don't know what the penguin thing is. All right, I just figured out what the pumpkin thing is, and then everybody stops doing it. What was that about? Huh? How come we don't still do the pumpkin thing? What? She was like the biggest fruit or whatever, making fun of it. Anyway, yeah, figured it out, and then it's done. Michael said, the best places to eat in heaven equals holy shit. The best place to eat in heaven, yeah. I know it's like going to Universal Studios. Some of those places have won awards. That Mythos place has won awards for how great it is, right? It's got a see-through floor and there's fish under there. There's fish swimming around under the floor. It's great. That's what I imagine that she's imagining. Anyway, I don't know. Let's see. And I'm probably, speaking of the thing I was talking about before with the pumpkin, I'm probably going to figure out this whole bear situation the second that it's not happening anymore. I don't know. I feel like that's what's going to happen. So I don't know. Something's happening with bears. Something. It's a big deal. Big deal with bears. Everybody's memeing about it. And I don't understand why with the bears? What did the bears do? And why is everybody picking them? I don't understand. Why is everybody choosing bears about it's crazy. I don't get it. Jess said, the movie is A Wrinkle in Time. Thank you. What did I say? A Stitch in Time? Stitch in Time. Yeah. Wrinkle in Time, I believe. Yeah, that's what I think. Like she watched that movie with all its colorful characters and we're like, this is probably how heaven's going to be, right? That's what I'd imagine anyway. Wolf, who's got a long one here, said, there is a best place in heaven to eat. Wouldn't it be the only place to eat in heaven? Why do we need a tour guide? Doesn't God do the intro and welcoming stuff then you just go on your way. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know, right? I guess it's kind of like that train. Again, I keep on, I keep on associating it with the theme parks. I go to theme parks a lot. I've been here in Florida, so I'd imagine it's kind of there's like a little choo choo train that like goes around Disney, right? And yeah, it's kind of a tour sort of thing. You got like an old timey guy in the front that lets you pull that little string and stuff. He's wearing a cool hat, right? He's a lot of fun. I can imagine that being an entertaining time. But as far as its necessity, no, I don't think there is any necessity here, right? The necessity isn't a thing that exists in heaven. It's all everything is for whimsy, right? That's just that's all this is, right? Just whimsiness, just encapsulated into a place in KatKerr's imagination. That's what it is. Uh, Deep State said, just a just a Bible reference. Eye has not seen, your has not heard, nor has it entered the hearts of men, and that she has prepared for them for those who love him. Bible says she is full of shit. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of just being able to make stuff up and reinterpret everything. So you can act like that. That verse was actually metaphorical. Okay. I think I'm going to speak for Kat here on her behalf. That was a metaphorical version of heaven. Okay, that wasn't the actual heaven. Okay, you need to. You're not hearing from the holy undead carpenter ghost, right? Okay, you're not listening to your soul, right? All right, listen better. You know, just like Kat. Otherwise, you would have pink hair, 4 scarves, and a brooch the size of Texas. Yeah, if you're actually listening. Grand Theft Autobot said they eat in heaven because they're foodies. Nobody eats; they just take pictures of. That's it. Is that not what foodies do? Oh wait, I don't know the term. And then what is a foodie? Foodie like rates the fucking food, or are they just the people that Instagram their food plates? I get, or are those both the same thing? I don't know. I don't. Somebody break this down. I don't know. Deep State said, I just thought it was ironic that there was a Bible verse that you could turn to say that KatKerr was full of nonsense. I mean, yeah, there's a, isn't, I feel like there's, well, I don't know, I guess because they don't really talk about heaven that much, right? So I don't know. But yeah, I feel like, but here's the thing with the Bible, you can do this with anything. There's all like no matter what position somebody takes from a Bible verse, there's always some other Bible verse that you can point to say that they were full of shit. Right? It's almost the beauty of it. It's almost the beauty of interpreting a holy book is that you just get to decide that you're right, and then you'll just rationalize around anything that is in contradiction to it. And they do this constantly, right? But that's the freedom, the mental freedom that you get from making shit up about holy books, right? And then you just get to like kind of fall into whatever category you most closely align with. Well, we believe this, and well, we believe this over here. Well, we believe. It's like if you have to do that, then it's not. Then there's nothing concrete about it. If you have to sit there and be like, well, the group that I'm part of believe that this and that and the other thing. Okay, well then, what the hell? Why is there everybody believing a bunch of different? Anyway, I don't know. That shit. That was like one of the biggest like that was like one of the biggest like cliffs to fall off of when it came to uh I mean, deconstruction or whatever. It was being like, well, we believe, and they were like, who's we? And I'm like, the Christians that I agree with. Yeah. Like, oh, okay. Why do you agree with them? Because my family was like that. You know, it's just you have to follow it back until you're just like, I don't know why I think that stuff. It's just because I'm supposed to, dude. I'm supposed to think that according to my family tradition. That's it. Then we're done. Let's see here. Lloyd Descendant says the Bible says that heaven consists of a giant throne, and believers all huddle under it, singing praise to God who sits on it. Well, she actually does describe the throne room quite a bit, but apparently there's multiple because I don't think she wanted to step on any toes of other people pretending to have been in the throne room, like Robin Bullock, who had a very uh, vivid experience inside the throne room of Jesus Christ, and he said it was made of jello. He described it like a big jello cube. And so, and it was not long after that that KatKerr was like, well, yeah, well, there's a bunch of throne rooms. Yeah, no, that was one. I've seen a bunch of others. There's a bunch. Everybody that has seen a throne room, they've seen a real throne room because there's like a million of them, right? So solved it. Like that's the
Have guests all the time visiting your home. A lot of guests. The prophets will come. The disciples will come.
that's weird.
You'll hear a lot of the stories that were never put in the Bible that they'll tell you.
Oh, cool. Oh, that was a joke. That was great.
Gee,
She just laughed, and so that meant it was a joke. And then people did like, wow, this lady's she's taking her piece and cues. Okay, from this, I'm going to sit in the front row. That way they can see the pink and purple all together. Hell yeah, that's hair dye sisters, you know.
Jesus developed a sense of humor when he left heaven and came to earth to live.
What?
He learned how to pray.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on. I want to hear the whole
The
joke. I'm
disciples will
sorry.
come. You'll hear a lot of the stories that were never put in the Bible that they'll tell you. Jesus developed a sense of humor when he left heaven and came to earth to live.
What?
He learned how to pray really hard. Because
What is any of this? None of that was funny at all. Like there was no anything. She's just saying things, and then she just thinks it's funny, and because everybody was so uncomfortable when she's just sitting there laughing at herself, then they laugh. Wow, dude,
his daddy did not make it easy for
that
him.
was as cringy as
Not with those 12 men.
what?
Really hard. Because his daddy did not make it easy for him. Not with those 12 men.
What? I don't get it. Again, he's like, those 12 disciples are stupid. They're always doubting stuff, like needing to stick their hands inside them, you know. And if you want to stick your hand inside someone, just go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout, and then you can make a face that looks just like this, probably with somebody's hands inside you, you know. Just saying. Okay.
Why do you think the women followed them all the time to take care of them, to make whatever they were going to eat, you know, help make sure they had a place to sit, whatever they're going to do?
Because that was like what they had to do because women were basically property back then. I don't think that's the answer that she's looking for, but that is the answer.
Women are easier, I think, for Jesus to get to do things because, you know, we just love him. We just love him. We don't question anything. We just, whatever he asks, oh, yes, we're going to do that. We're going to so do that. But I know that you all will love.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not you shouldn't, that's not, she's talking about that. Like, we don't question anything. We just do stuff that we're told. I mean, we just keep going. We just do it. You know, we don't ask any question. We don't say we don't want to or don't feel like it or anything like it. We don't ever advocate for ourselves at all. In fact, it's almost as if we're just property or something. It's crazy. I don't know.
Love him. Everyone in heaven loves Jesus more than anyone else up there. And yes,
What?
if you ever wondered, you get to spend time with the Father, you get time with Jesus Christ, and you'll get time with the Holy Spirit. They'll make sure you get time with them.
Okay. It just sounds weird. It's like everybody in heaven loves Jesus. I mean, isn't that the whole point in the first place? Like you don't get in there, right? Unless you love Jesus is like so much that it's like hating your parents, apparently, right? Because by comparison, because that's what Jesus said one time that was really weird and off-putting. Oh, hey, what's up? Well, all right, just gifted 5 Punk Apostate memberships. Hell yeah. Guess the button showed back up. Huh? It was like hiding for a bit there. I don't know why, but that was it. So awesome. Thank you. That's right. That's great. Yeah, and we're going to be doing hopefully I'm going to try to start tomorrow as long as I can get everything done on time in the morning. I'm going to try to do Wednesdays and Fridays are both members only live streams. So get a lot of extra shit if you become a member. So yeah, check it out. It's gonna be cool. But thank you, Vonrick. That's fucking awesome. Holy shit. Let's see what we got here. What Kat wants to show us the best restaurant in heaven. What does the worst restaurant in heaven in the perfect paradise even look like? Dude, you know, yeah, you're confusing the logic. You keep on applying logic to stuff that's just the way you're doing. You can't. Everything's the best. There is no mediocre, which means there is no best because everything is just best. Fuck. I don't. I honestly don't know. I don't. That's why you can't apply logic to stuff, right? Bree gets it. She knows what's going on. All right. That's why she's buzzing about it. She's just buzzing all around about this shit. Uh, let's see. Wolfo said, "Oh, great! I get to go back to my 25-year-old alcoholic, drug-fueled, angry past self. Heaven's gonna get real interesting real quick." Yeah, well, you know what they say. Whatever happens in heaven, well, it doesn't happen at all because it's not real. But it, they still say it for some reason. Um, yeah, I don't. Oh my god, trying to think. Going back to my 20s. Yeah, I was just doing a lot of drugs, a lot of acid. My pupils were just always like really, really big, like all the time. And yeah, it's a lot of made a lot of family gatherings quite awkward, right? They weren't happy with that, with the whole acid head question. I was very concerned with why everything was round, and they didn't have any good answers for me. Right? They're just like, because stuff's round sometimes. I don't know, man. And I'm like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. I want to know why round exists. This is crazy. What was that? Oh wait, we already did that. I do shows in the morning. You do? You do shows in the morning? Wow, I must have missed. I guess I'm always doing this, right? So I'm always either preparing for this or doing this. So I guess that's why I miss it. Huh? That's wild. I wouldn't imagine that people would want to go to live streams, but I feel like we must just get lucky. I don't know. That's cool though. I had no idea. I'll have to start checking that out. Oh, really? Ember said Telltale does morning-ish shows too. Huh. Oh, well, thank you. He said this is more fun though. Yeah, oh, it's great. I do really like going. He needs to tell more jokes though. What's up with that? Like it's just he just kind of looks at him. Like that's most, which I'd love because it's it really conveys exactly my thoughts while I'm watching what he's watching. But no, and to be fair, he does tell some jokes, and they are pretty good. They are pretty good. I really like Owen. He's great, super funny, and super just interesting. He just reminds me a lot of myself too, because like he has a very similar past with drugs and stuff. So it's kind of interesting. Hive Science in the morning. Oh, cool. Hell yeah, I'll definitely be checking that out then. Wolf Monray. That's what guys do. It's a guy thing. We just shout names, right? Like the copy machine guy, Von Rick, the monster. That's a really old reference. I don't know if anybody knows that, but anyway, moving on. New members, hell yeah. I have no idea how this works. I was like trying to look through to figure out like how this works. I don't understand it. To be totally honest, how do you even gift them? And how do you decide who gets? Do people claim it? Or you just like throw a thing out and you're like, hey, the next 5 people can click it, or do you pick the 5 people specific? I don't know. I'm just curious about this sort of thing. Grand Theft Auto Bot said, so there are post credits stuff like an MCU. Exactly. Yes, exactly like a post. Yeah, exactly. You got to stay. If you stay till the very end, you get a special, and then it's cut. It literally gets cut out because I do it after I hit the end thing. And so after the live stream is done, when it goes to the catalog, it cuts it out. So it's literally a secret thing that you can only get if you're there live. It's pretty cool, right? And they are gut wrencher jokes. Okay, they are just gut wrenchers. Okay. Saturday morning is like cartoons. I am Garfield and Friends for adults. Fuck yeah, dude. Wow, I forgot about Saturday morning cartoons. Man, that was just annoying. Is that still a thing? Do kids do that? Is that no? It's just every day's like Saturday morning for those kids, right? And every day's video game day. Like every day is the I don't know. That's interesting. Hey, Al's here. What's up, dude? Driving, so can't chat, right? No, that's all right. That's okay, buddy. Please don't crash. Okay, don't do that. All right, we need you around, delivering stuff. Okay, it's important. See you at dusk-ish at that place or around it somewhere. I feel like this is very unspecific, and nobody knows what you're talking about, dude. Okay, I don't. I don't even know why. You might as well just not said that at all. You could have just said 0 things, and we would all have the exact same amount of knowledge about whatever it is. Ever said Bill and Ted did a homage. I'm sorry, not homage. That's the wrong way. Homage. Homage. That's how Nikki says. She gets mad if I say homage. Like, I'm American. It's homage. No, it's homage. Bill and Ted might have been inspired by Doctor Who. Don't know for sure. Can't really trademark a phone booth, can they? Yes, you can trademark anything. Okay. But I guess it's a British phone booth, so that's the distinction. They're an American phone booth. There was no copyright on the American phone booth. So, but do kids even know? Like, it's funny too, because like this wouldn't even work in this day and age. The kids, like, they don't have those anymore, right? Like, they barely had them when I was a kid, right? I'm like almost 40, right? And I do not remember seeing a whole lot of phone booths like you'd see in the fucking Superman movies. I don't remember seeing them at all. I think I got really excited when I saw like one, I think it was in fucking New York or something. I was like, holy shit. Oh, look. Oh my God. It's got a closable door and everything. What the fuck? Take a picture. Take a picture right now. Let me do something. Hold on. Let me think of something funny. I'll be on the phone, and that was it. But that was the only time I think I ever saw an actual fucking phone booth. Everywhere I was familiar, just phones. No booth. They don't care if everybody can hear you talking or not. Okay. That's Florida for you. We don't care. Right? If you're going to say something, you're going to say it to the whole line of people waiting for the fucking phone. Okay. Booth. Get the hell out of here. Privacy. This is Florida. Go fuck yourself. Nothing's private. You get arrested. You're on the front page of a fucking newspaper called You Got Arrested. That's Florida. Okay. No privacy. Star Song. Hey, what's up? You made it. Star Song said, I wonder if Kat plans to team up with Pat Robertson for this university she thinks she will be running. He said he would be running a seminary in heaven. Really? What would the purpose of seminary be in heaven? Okay, interesting. Of course he fucking said that. That like skin suit. And he like finally, right? He finally died, right? I don't want to say it like that. He finally passed on. Just like a week ago or whatever it was. It was very simple, very recent, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that tracks that he said it. He also said he could like power lift like 7,000 pounds or something. Was it, or 7,000? Was it like 5,000? It was insane. It was the stupidest thing I think that guy's ever said. It was like, yeah, I can. He was talking about like the God damn, I can't think of what it's called. It's an exercisey weightlifting term, and I don't do any of that stuff. So I don't know. I mean, nothing against people that do. I just don't. So I don't know the words. But yeah, he said he could lift 7,000 pounds with some kind of weightlifting term that I'm unfamiliar with. But but yes, probably they will probably both work at Word University, right? Isn't that what she said? Word University. She said a second one too. Now it's eluding me. Word University and Bible University, or whatever. They compete. They got the two best football teams, right? And they're rivals. They're rivals. They don't like each other. They shout at each other and everything and have riots like in Philadelphia and shit when they lose. Grand Devs Out of Us says clown nose, cat clown. I think I might make that the thumbnail. Maybe I'll figure out a way to do a clown face KatKerr. I don't know. Don't have to do much. Let's just say that. Don't have to do much. She kind of takes care of the heavy lifting. You know what I mean? Doctor Who doesn't have a phone booth. What? It's a police call box. No fucking way. It's used for ringing the police in an emergency. You can't call other people. What the fuck? Really? That's so weird. Huh. You're British, aren't you? Angie's British. That's how she knows that. She's used that call box many a times in the city of London, right? Or something. I don't know where you're at. But wow, that's so weird. Okay, that makes sense. That's why it's like bright, or it's like the police blue, right? Like interesting. I had no idea. Let's see. I said cotton candy and vanilla. That's just everything that's going on right here. Vanilla cotton candy. Yep, that's right. Is this thing light? Does it light up, or is that just the reflection? Is this? It would make so much sense that she would be the type of person that would purchase a brooch. I'd be like, hold on, but does it light up though? Because I don't want to look stupid. Okay, make sure it lights up. Maybe blinks. I want it to blink. Do a bunch of little, a bunch of little light sequences. Okay, like that old gun that was like pew pew pew. Ooh, pew, for no reason. I don't know what the point of that fucking gun was. I always wanted to like hit it on something when it started doing the woo. I'm like, what kind of laser is that? That's not how a laser sounds. Like, have you seen Star Wars? Laser guns don't sound like that. They sound like that. Fucking piece of shit. And it would cycle through them at random. You know what? I'm not. I have serious traumatic problems with that laser gun from my childhood. Okay, so I don't want to bring up any traumatic shit. But Deep State Annex said, "Say happy birthday to Al Trugger." Hey, happy birthday, Al! How we doing? And you're working. Why didn't you take? You got to take today off, man, and get wasted, right? And you take some shrooms, right? Go outside, maybe get some light up balls to play with on shrooms. I said I did it. Anyway, but it's great. That's what you need to do. I don't know. Grand Theft Autobot said, "I was just kidding. I don't do any drugs ever. That's not a thing I do. I'm against that." Yeah, that's true. Direct line to the police and not usable to call anyone else. Weird. Fuck it. That's crazy. I've never heard this before. I'm so they're all different colors. What are you talking about? Like, hold on. British phone booths are red. Police call boxes are blue. Oh, okay. In Britain. Okay. I was just like, what are you talking about? They're always, well, they're metal as far as I understood. They're just metal. But okay, hold on. Let me go. I didn't finish this because I'm getting ahead of myself. Direct line to the police and not usable to call anyone. Okay, I got it. And then you said, okay, their call box blue. Got it. Okay, I didn't miss anything. I thought I did. Penguin times 3 for real. Fuck, I'm not. 3 penguin. 3. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and this is going to be boring. Me trying to figure. This is like me at like 90% of Facebook posts. 3 penguins. Is it like suits? They're wearing there was 3 people that wear those suits with the tails on. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right. The tuxedo people, 3 people in tuxedo. I don't know. I don't understand the posts, man. Just fucking explain it. Okay. This is not helping. These clues are not helping at all. All right. I'm a little I was homeschooled. Okay. Walk me through it. All right. Hey, left-handed Jedi. Thank you. Hell yeah. We got 5 more fucking memberships. That's great. Hell yeah. Holy shit. We're like up to like 1 million now. That's it. We hit the 1 million mark of memberships. Now we have specifically 1 million memberships. So that's awesome. Holy shit. Thank you, left-handed Jedi. That's so cool. That was 10 all right here, right in this one thing, one stream. That's great. LHJ. It's another one. We're back to the Facebook dilemma. LH. Low, laugh, howl, joke. I don't know what's happening. I don't, laughing, howl, jokes. That's what I'm going to think that's what you're talking about there. You're laughing really hard at a joke, I guess. I don't. And you say, oh boy, you sound very unenthused. Just gonna be honest, okay? That sounds very. You didn't even capitalize. There's no exclamation marks. You just that sounds like is that you being sarcastic? Sounds like you're being sarcastic. I think you kind of need an attitude adjustment, buddy. Okay, and I I don't know what you were saying, oh boy, too. But cool. And said, hey, Wolfos. Grand Theft Autobot said, but what do they call? Oh, Billy or Bobby? Is it? I thought they were Bobbies, right? They're called the Bobbies, right? I don't know. Is it Billy Bly boxes? That's not right. There's a misspelling happening here or something, right? Somebody messed up. Well, Grand Theft Autobot messed up. That's who messed up. Boxes before they figured out. I'm so lost, dude. Y'all got to fucking. Oh, it's an IT crowd reference. I don't. Okay, good. I'm glad you put that in the the bottom because I haven't seen that show yet. Is it good? Is it okay? Heard it was kind of weird, but that's good. I don't know what you're talking about. Jess said she's using SpongeBob. What SpongeBob Kent's imagination. They always talk about, yo. That's her whole bag, right? Is imagination. That's goddamn right. She can just pull anything out her ass. I'm about to say men to women. Okay, and then he said, men to women. Dom violence is reported 1 in 5 times, and you're more likely to eat a steak than you are to get a scratch from a bear. That's why women choose bear. Oh, there was some statistical thing to it. Like what? I'm not okay. What? How come nobody ever explains the memes? That's the problem. That's problem number one here. Okay, I don't go on Reddit very often. All right, so and apparently it's just like one post that explains it, and then everything else is just winking. And I'm like, stop winking, just explain shit. And they're like, I'm like, stop, you're not helping. And oh my god, I'm gonna tape your goddamn eyes shut so you can't do that. All right, serious. Stop winking at me. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. So the bear thing is about women being more afraid of men than bears. That's the short version. Got it. Okay. I was I honestly I just stopped asking questions at this point because I'm like this. I'll look stupid if I ask. Nobody else in the comments is going what? And I'm like, nope, that's not going to be me. I'm just going to keep on wondering. That's what that's going to be. Yeah, cheers. Said someone was interviewing women excuse me, on the street and asking if they'd rather be stuck in the woods with a bear or a man. Men are crying because most women chose bear. Yeah, and without hesitation. Wow. Okay. I mean, it actually does make pretty good sense. We're a bit more dangerous, just sort of objectively, as far as like Nitty was saying, the statistics go. Like we just are more dangerous. We've had people wear other people's faces. So yeah, I would say a bit more dangerous. Like bears don't do that. They don't wear the face. They just eat it. And not even that often. But yeah, humans wear it, and then they get a chainsaw, and they have an apron, and they chase people around with the chainsaw, just wanting to add to their face mask. It's disgusting, right? And that really happened. That was a documentary. Men who commit. Why are you saying? Domestic. Got it. I'm like when I see dom violence, it's not where my mind goes, buddy. Okay, just saying. I mean, you're missing an M there. Dom violence. You know what I mean? Which has a lot to do with the CBT that I brought up the other day. Remember to look that up. Maybe to put CBT into Pornhub and then see just give it a gander. See if you like it. That's the type of violence I was thinking you're talking about. All right. Sorry, I didn't finish the sentence. Are like 2% likely to be incarcerated. No shit. What? Really? 98% of them get away with it? Fuck me, dude. That's something that needs to be corrected. Holy shit. What? Okay. We have a broken system. That's what that means. Nitty, what's the number for law enforcement officers? Or the number for law enforcement officers? It's 999, right? Dial 999 if you really want the truth. That's that Maxwell Murder song by Rancid. They say dial. It took me forever to figure out what the fuck they were talking about. And then someone's like, oh no, 999 is like 911 to them. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. Oh yeah, it's interesting. Grand Theft Autobot said, incels took that choosing bear over man as a personal as a personal attack. Of course they did on them, and then and then went on to prove the women who chose bear that they were absolutely correct to choose bear. That is so funny. Okay, now I'm starting to see why this is such a sensation. Because that's fucking hilarious. Holy shit. That is awesome. Lord Dissonant said, I saw that. No introspection there whatsoever. Like, I know, they can't just stop and go, am I the problem? Am I? Maybe I'm the fucky one. Am I fucky? They don't ever do that. That's like every day for me. And my answer is like, yeah, I actually am pretty fucky. I am. But I try not to be mean though. So I feel like that makes up for it. Unless I'm kidding, right? But that doesn't count. Angier said, oh wait, no, Nitty said Angier didn't even think of that. You know what? What Angier? What's the number of loss of? Oh, so that's a 999 thing. Oh, I don't know. We're talking about another statistical data thing that I'm not familiar with. Probably worth a look up though, but somebody needs to do it because I don't actually know what to look up because y'all speak so disjointed that I have no. Foodies like eating food. Now that's it. They just that foodies are just people that like food. Okay. Oh, fascinating. Tasting new food. Oh, okay. At least that's my impression of it. But they don't do it for like a job or anything. It's not like it tastes like to write down like, okay, this is like fresh, but not too dry, and then they put out their article, their article on Instagram with the picture. I don't know. Yeah, with the logo. It's much less. If you want to be able to get away with DV, become a cop. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, because that's right. Because they did a data analysis that showed that like most police officers have committed some form of domestic assault, whatever. Interesting. All right, y'all are bringing this down. So I'm gonna go back to Kat for a bit. So like maybe we can not talk about violence and shit unless it's the fun CBT kind that I was talking about. Can maybe some comments about that? All right.
They're
I'm
not
just
going
kidding. It's my fault because I didn't know the bear thing. But anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm asking you to do a thing, and then I get mad at you for. Anyway, that's
to forget you when you move up there. There's so much to do up there. You wouldn't, sometimes you wonder, why did you ever not think it would be like that? Everybody will sing and
what.
dance. Start practicing.
Start practicing the singing and dancing. Well, in some versions of your religion, you're not allowed. That's right. And then everybody else has to point to Psalms. You're like, David danced though, and then you're like, well, shut up. That's just a song. That's a poem. That was metaphorical dancing, not real dancing.
Not the singing part.
What? Why not? What? I don't get it. Because she thinks she's really funny, but like the jokes don't make sense. Are these like deep cut like Christian jokes? Like, what? Because people are bad at singing? Is that what they're saying? Like, don't sing. I'm sorry, I was a kid. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Because you always have that person right behind you, or I did when I went to church that was always out of key, and you're just fucking like, can you just not sing, or at least just hum or something quietly?
I
Is that what you?
promise you, I'm not going to sing. And the only dance I ever teach is the Revelation dance. So I'm taking a break from that right now.
What? What the fuck is any of this? She's got like her own, like, she has inside jokes within her own inside jokes that only she gets. She's like Andy fucking Kaufman up here, just saying stuff and then laughing about it herself. She's the most entertained person in the fucking room right now.
I can make my staff get up here. My husband's going to run in about 2 minutes. They've all had to do it. Trust me.
What is happening? All right, I'm sorry. I hate to do this. I gotta hear that whole thing in sequential order. Let's go. Hold on. Okay, still laughing. All right, she looks serious, so let's probably go from here.
Everybody will sing and dance.
Okay, yeah.
Start practicing. Not the singing part. I promise you, I'm not going to sing. And the only dance I ever teach is the Revelation dance. So I'm taking a break from that right now. I can make my staff get up here. My husband's going to run in about 2 minutes. They've all had to do it. Trust me.
Fucking what? What was any of that? None of that was anything that made sense. She went from saying a Revelation dance and then saying, my husband will run up here. Trust me, sometimes he has to do it. Are y'all getting any of this? Like, am I just doing the bear thing with KatKerr here, and I just don't understand what's going on? Or is she really saying things that are even more nonsensical than normal?
But the father has such a great sense of humor. Like, I hope you're
I mean,
dead.
look at you. Okay. What did she just say? Said, I hope you're dead. Is that literally, did she actually just say that?
Did.
What?
They've all had to do it, trust me. But the father has such a great sense of humor. Like, I hope your dad did.
Oh.
I had an awesome dad.
Oh, God.
My
I was
dad
like,
was amazing.
I hope you're dead. What? Why? Why would you? Because then you can go to heaven. It's just another joke. I'm being silly. I'm being whimsical. Anyway. Oh, that
He wanted a big family.
camera got fucked up. Camera like, can we switch camera? Switch now. Somebody was like just falling asleep to her bad jokes and leaned up. Oh, switch cameras right now. Go.
My mom learned to love a big family. We didn't think she was ever going to stop having them. That meant more dishes, more food to make. And guess what? All of our friends came to our house. That meant we had about 30, 40 kids all the time in the yard, That's
Jesus. So I don't know if anybody's unfamiliar. She's from a family of like 15 kids. And that's what she's talking about. I guess her mom had like 15 kids. And then all the kids would bring people, like their friends over. And so there was just a bunch of people in the house. And then they also had a bunch of farm animals, apparently. This place must have been fucking obnoxious. It was like that one Mormon girl's house from Stranger Things with a little kid just running around, just hitting everything, shutting the power off and stuff. And other kids filming a horror movie or something. I'm not really sure
what that meant. More the merrier. Yay!
No, that's you. You have exceeded the merrier limit. That there's a cutoff. Okay, for the more merrier thing, like that only applies for, I think 2 really, and then 3 is a crowd. So then you're just,
the 12 that would like time alone. I got a hammock given to me. I put it in the furthest corner of the yard, tied it between the post and the tree, and I would just cover myself up with a hammock and think about life later on.
That sounds sad. That sounds terrible. Don't do that to your kids. Okay, please don't have 15 kids. You can't raise. I always feel bad when you say this too, because it's like you can't. There's no way you could sufficiently raise that many children, right? That's just, it's almost fucked up to do to the children, because there's just no way you can actually be attentive like each child would need. And you know what you end up with? Crazy pink hair lady that thinks that she goes back and forth to fucking heaven. Okay? Birth control at some point. Fuck. So
God didn't make it easy for me either, but what I'm doing now makes it all worth it.
Yeah, with all the money that you're making from all this? Yeah, I can imagine.
To know the heart of God, the way he thinks, the plans he has, the promises he gives us, they're all real. And our future is the greatest future ever.
She always has to say that things are real. And I just think it's so interesting. Because, like, why you don't need to say, like, I feel like this, when you say that, it's just showing that it's not. Just proving to everybody that it isn't actually real. And it's almost as if you know that, and you're just gaslighting the fuck out of yourself and everybody else around you. But all right, she's getting into her serious. Everybody needs to shut up and listen. I'm KatKerr. I'm being serious now. Tone of voice.
All the stuff you've gone through that's been hard or not easy, it'll be like dust one day.
Hard or not easy? Either of those. Those are different.
This is a temporary time. It really is a temporary time. Because you're about to step into greatness on this earth. And the world will even remember you when you're gone. Because of the great things you'll be doing for God.
What? It's weird to have to say that too. And you will even be remembered when you are gone. Sounds like something that is really important to you, Kat. Sounds like that was why you would want yourself to stand out more than other people. You're just like, I just don't want to not be remembered. Does she have kids? Does anybody know she has kids? I don't know if I've ever heard of anybody admitting to that, at least. Yeah, she's my mom. God damn it. I just say, please don't ask a bunch of weird questions. I didn't choose to be born. Okay. No, I didn't ask to exist. Okay. This is, fuck.
This is the first book he asked me to write. I didn't know I'd write books in the beginning, but I have a photographic memory. I am a sketch artist and I'm a photographer. So I do really
Oh.
well in remembering a lot. So what I talk about in these books, it really was there. I really saw it. It's very real.
It really was. Listen how many times she has to fucking say real. It really was there. I really did this stuff. It really was really, really real. It was like the realest of all the real things that really do exist. So that was me. I did all that stuff. So it's real. Believe it.
And the stories that I had picked to put in here, there's always a chapter that talks about the encounters I had and where God had things to share with people. They had loved ones pass away. My pastor at the church I went to, I still call myself a member there. They were amazing. The things that the Father, he knows everything about you. He really does.
Can you wait to read the book later, lady? You're on the stage. Okay, we're just
the places I was taken to see. This cover was not wasn't designed by me. It was asked for the Father. He wanted Winnie the Living Creature.
It's funny when she says stuff like that too. It's like, this cover wasn't designed by me. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, your Lord and Savior, did tell me that the cover was going to be like this. It wasn't me. So if you don't like it, you don't like Jesus.
On the cover of the book, so when people looked at it in the bookstore, they know that was different.
What?
And then turn around and say, wow, she's got pink hair. Well, they knew that would be different too. So here's the cover called Revealing Heaven. I did not pick the title.
What's so different? I don't understand. It's literally just clouds, it looks like.
I didn't pick it. They picked it, not me.
Oh, the angel or Jesus, the royal fucking holy they. What if
I came up with a tour guide to heaven. I mean, it was long. It was because I'm a detail person. Whatever I decided I was going to use, tour guide to heaven, the journey to heaven. And they said, how about revealing heaven? How does that sound? 2 words. I went, that sounds really good. We'll use that one. He said, I want the cover on the first book green. The second one is going to be blue. And the third one will be purple. I'm writing book 3 right now.
Oh,
most of them.
Oh, so she hasn't fully written 3 yet then. Okay, she's just working on it. Is this the first of the 3 then that's out? But she said she's working on the 3rd one. That's the second one. Just anyway, I don't care.
I think like what?
We do need to get Patreon goal. I think if we get enough members, I'm going to get this book. And I think if I work at it, I could probably get it donated to me. If I play my cards right and act like I am a very poor Christian person that needs a KatKerr book in my life. Otherwise, I might just fall apart.
12 chapters, something like that. I'm trying to remember how many chapters they had in there. I don't even know if I put there's chapter titles. And he said, no, you can have 20.
Did you write the book or not, lady? I'm starting to think that she's like, I made the chapter title. Shit, did I even do chapter titles? I can't even. Oh no, I don't remember what they are. I have photographic fucking memory, though. I literally just said I have photographic fucking memory, but I can't remember if I have chapter titles or not in the book that I'm holding in my hand.
24 chapters, and you're going to have a bonus one. The first thing I do when I write the book is I do all the illustrations.
But that doesn't. If you have 24 chapters and a bonus one, you don't have 24 chapters. You have 25 chapters. Why even say that sentence? No.
My
blood pressure.
It takes the longest. So I sketch all of them. I give them to my very gifted artists. And
AI.
So these were scenes. These were things that I actually saw in heaven, or else they meant something to people who were caught up to heaven.
What? Hold on, I gotta hear that sentence one more time, and then we're gonna have to wrap it.
So these were scenes. These were things that I actually saw in heaven.
Actually,
or else they meant something to people who were caught up to heaven.
Or they did sort of mean something to people who were caught up to heaven. I don't think she knew how that sentence was supposed to end.
Here's just a very basic not whole illustration. I don't know if you can see it or not. You may be able to see it. There's some back there on the book table.
No, you're on a stage, dude. Like, have you ever seen people do this in real life? And you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? No, man. When nobody could see, it's like that big. Like right now, it's like literally a fucking speck on the stage. I have no idea what you want me to see.
This is a throne room,
Oh,
not the 70-foot up throne. People are dancing before the throne, worshiping before the throne of God. That's what that is.
okay. Not the 70 foot. This is the half one. There's the 35 footer. Okay. There's different feats of I don't know. All right, let me get to a few more comments and then we'll have to wrap it for today because I am running late. Gotta get it going here. But let me see where we're at. To sequel and said, I'd love to come on a stream and chat with you someday. I used to teach Sunday school and was a Royal Ranger. Had some church experiences in some time in the COS to balance. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. I want to start out like we were talking the other day about maybe trying to do that voice channel and we give that a shot. I've been in there a few times, but I haven't gotten I don't know exactly how it works yet. But yeah, dude, that would be cool. We'll figure out something. Hell yeah. Deep State said, the speech to text always adds the word is. I just wish they'd let me keep the old speech to text that was for more accurate than this new thing they're done when they updated my phone. I actually understood every bit of that. Yeah. So you'd rather the old speech to text that they had before your phone update. I hate it when that happens. You know, they update the phone and then everything doesn't work, and you're like, you should have just left it unupdated. It's like I should have clicked no when they're like ready for the update, but it's supposed to make it better. I think it's just sometimes it just doesn't. It literally does the opposite. Lloyd said, I was a Royal Ranger too. What the hell is that? That sounds like some kind of like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen sort of type of situation there. I don't really know. Royal Ranger. They work alongside the Power Rangers. There's like, you know, it's slightly different costume. I think they're the bear kind. They have the bear, or no, not the bear. The bears and stuff. The elephant and the bear and stuff. Not the dinosaurs. Those were different. Those are the Mighty Morphin Power. This is different. Grand Theft Autobot said, the copy guy from SNL. Thank you. Yeah, Rob Schneider. Oh God, yeah, I always forget that's who it was. Unfortunately, that guy's an idiot now. But Rob Schneider is a real chud these days. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he is. He's pretty bad. I swear. I think what a lot of it is they lose the relevance, and they can see that like Roseanne can be a complete nutbag, and then or she could just be like terrible, like not a good comedian at all, right? But as long as you say this stupid, like hateful shit that conservatives just fucking love, you are at least relevant to the conservatives. And so I think they would rather these modern comedians, whatever, they would rather be hated, right, but relevant than completely forgotten, right, and just some guests on a Bill Burr podcast every so often or something. Like they would rather be like infamous, it still be, you know, rather than not being known at all. It's better to be like Michael Jackson. They used to say like it's better to be a weirdo than a nobody, and I think that's like what they live by, right? Hey, Captive Death, you made it, dude, at the last second, but you still made it. You made it. That's all right. That's what matters, right? What's up, dude? Wolfo said, "Dumb and Dumber had the best phone booth scene." Hell yeah, dude, I remember that. That's a great movie. God, I would put that up with like, I think I haven't watched this movie in a while, but so it probably has a lot of dude bro douchebag humor. But I love the movie Old School too. I put Dumb and Dumber up like with Old School, and I think what is like another funniest movie ever. And the Man That Knew Too Little. That movie's like those three are probably my top. Old School, Man That Knew Too Little, and Dumb and Dumber. Like three funniest movies of all time. If you haven't seen The Man That Knew Too Little, holy fucking shit. That is like you'll be crying. I was anyway. I like that dumb kind of Bill Murray humor. So, but goddamn, it's so good. It's just full of it. Full of that Bill Murray shit. Yeah, he died But Kat can travel to the. Oh, that's right. Okay, so you're right. They could still hang out. They probably do hang out. They probably have several times now. At her, it's at the what is it? The clubhouse of the university. The word, do they have clubhouse? I don't know what they have. I've never been to a fucking university. What the hell? Never even been to a fucking community college. I'm still mad we lost Robin Williams, but still have Kenneth Copeland. That is some bullshit. That right there is probably the best evidence of not a god existing ever, just in general, straight up, right? Anyway, oh, leg press. Thank you. God damn it. What the fuck was wrong with where was my brain with that? I'm like, you lift with your feet. Fuck. Shit. The feet lifting. Fuck. And he said like 7,000 pounds or some stupid shit. Oh, it's so funny. Thank you for that, for the clarity. Left-handed Jedi said, Pat Robertson and Rush Limbaugh burning in hell together. Can we AI that? Somebody, can we get some AI on that? Okay, yeah. Make sure the AI gets their faces real good melting. I really want to I want them to look halfway between the guy from Indiana Jones and I don't know, a Hellraiser character or something. Okay, let's get on this. AI, Rush Limbaugh, Pat Robertson, melting. All right, let's do it. Happy birthday, Al. Hell yeah, dude. Awesome. I'd say, how old are you? But you don't have to do that. I know people get. I'm like, I don't want to say because I'm really old. Deep State said, if you want to know what the penguins are about, check your private message. Okay, we'll do. I am not familiar with the 3 penguin thing. Well, I'm sure it's something pretty cool. It's always something cool. The sequel one said, Deep State, I also messaged. No, what the fuck? Really? How does everybody know about all this stuff? You know what? That's why this is the cost of not being online hardly at all anymore. It's not knowing about nothing. If you can gift membership. Oh, I can. Okay, YouTube gives you 10 a month. No shit. Okay. No, that's really cool. I had no idea I could do that. Awesome. Fuck yeah. Go to the live chat, hit the money symbol, select gift membership. No fucking way. All right, cool. Oh, that's awesome. All right, we'll do that. Ads or Star Song said Amber Heard did a lot of damage to the court, the cause of abuse victims being taken seriously. Yeah, that whole fucking thing was a mess, dude. I still haven't watched. There's a documentary on it on something. I don't know. I can't remember. Was it HBO or Amazon? I don't know. One of them has that whole court case. And I got it because I just sort of heard about it through Nikki. I didn't look up anything about it ever. She just would like every day be like, "Can you fucking believe this shit? Now they're down." And it's like that "Who Pooped the Bed" episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And I was like, I have no fucking idea what you're even talking about right now. Okay. What? The one where Danny DeVito pooped the bed and then like blamed it on other people. Is that really what we're doing? That's in the court case. That happened on the okay. Jesus Christ. I don't know what's happening anymore. Everything is fucked. Okay. The world has lost its mind. Punk, you are describing food critics, not foodies. Oh, fuck. What? There's a difference? Okay. Well, I bet they both post the meal. I know, right? What's that Venn diagram is like at least quite like almost a circle, right? I mean, it's got to be. Foodies are people who watch food. Oh, okay, got it. I didn't know that. That's great. And that's some good point. You know, I don't. It's kind of weird to involve food and all that stuff, but hey, you know, no shaming, right? I like weird stuff too. As we were talking about the CBT thing earlier. All right. Jess said, Revelation dance, Revelation. Oh my God. Now I picture KatKerr playing her own version of Dance Dance Revolution. Dance Dance Revelation. Oh my God. It's fucking awesome. Holy shit. That's brilliant. Yes. Dance Dance. She kind of looks like a character from that game too, right? Like they always are very characterized in that. Oh my God. That's so funny. I don't even know. We're going to have to think of like a way that it would be a heaven version Dance Revelation. That's awesome, dude. When you lose, you get like you get like stabbed by a scorpion, a giant scorpion horse-bodied, bat-winged, teeth of lions, hair of women, eyes of fire, whatever those the locust thing with the scorpion thing. Like that's what happens when you lose in Dance Revelation, right? You just get covered with sores or a plague or something. I don't know. This could be good. This could be good. We can make a Christian version of this, and they will fucking love it. Kent said, "No, that's divine humor. It just sucks. Not funny, but no one will tell Yahweh uh, for fear of being destroyed in a loop of eternity as he does the robot." He just sucks out of it. You can't say anything. No, you're looking great. He's doing the dice thing too much. He's doing the dice. It's kind of all he's got. That's a line from a movie that I like. Anyway, Wolfo said, "Joke, setup, lead, punchline." Not sure what the heckin' she is talking about. I giggle at my own delirious brain fried too, though. But honestly, okay, that was the only thing that was relatable about what she was doing. Sometimes you're just like, I don't know, you know, but at least you got to be honest about, I don't know what the fuck I was just saying. What was I doing? That's what makes it more funny, right? But she's just laughing at it like everybody is supposed to be following her dementia down the line of humor, whatever that might be. Let's see, or the hokey pokey. Oh, that's right, yeah. Hokey pokey. It's the holy pokey, and it has been a staple of heaven ever since they put in that dance floor from the throne room number 279. Okay, it's a kind of a big deal. What it said, when puberty hit and my voice started cracking, I decided to just mouth the words and stop singing, and that was it, just forever, huh? You just kind of kept up with it, yeah. That's all right. Okay, I get it. That is very embarrassing. The kids section of the church service always sounded squeaky. It was always very embarrassing, and I always felt bad for those kiddos. Okay. Wolfo said Cheaper by the Dozen was more of a guide to her family, which that movie is supposed to be a guide of like what not to do, right? I mean, is that Grand Theft Autobot said food critics might be foodies too. It's likely a Venn diagram of some kind. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. A Venn diagram, basically a circle, right? It's like a blurry circle. It's a blurkle. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Wolfo said that was kids raising kids in that family. Fuck yeah. How do you think we ended up with her? In that family? Dad was always working. Mom was always so exhausted from recovering from childbirth. Lord of the Flies in the backyard. She was forced to hide from reality. Yeah, dude. That actually really tracks. Helping me understand it all the much more. All right, y'all. I seriously got to wrap it. I'm running super late, and now it's almost got no time to get ready. All right, but hey, thank y'all so much for hanging out. This was super fun. If you want, you can support us by supporting our sponsor, adamandeve.com, and entering that code word Brentley at checkout, or you can become a member. Right. I mean, you can become a patron too. That always helps. That's sort of like an extra because you don't get as much extra content there, but it is a way to support the channel if you want to. And there is some extra stuff up, quite a bit of extra stuff up there actually, that you can go back through. And it is a huge library of just old podcasts and other things like that. So if you want to check that out, it's a lot of fun. But it's not as much new stuff coming out because they're not taking as much stuff down from YouTube anymore for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I've figured out what the rules are and I'm staying within the line. But if you want to become a member, that you're always getting new shit there, right? You're going to be getting right now. You get one extra live stream per week. And it's a little bit more lax, a little bit more fun, a little bit more interactive as far as the chat goes and stuff like that. But it's usually crazier videos, right? So this last time we watched that. Fucking, I can't think of her name. She's the lady that looks at the clouds and thinks that aliens are all over the place because she sees patterns in the clouds. And it's quite funny. But yeah, that's sort of what we do. And it's once a week on Wednesdays. You get that. But hopefully soon, starting. I'm going to try to this Friday start with 2 live streams for members only per week. So yeah, if you want to become a member, there, it's. I think it's well worth it. I try to make it as worth it as possible for everybody. If you want to email me if I get anything wrong or anything like that, or you just want to set up something, or I don't know, just anything, give me a shout at punkapostate@gmail.com. Or you can join the Discord. I think that's where everybody's been messaging me from currently that we were talking about. And you can also follow me on all the stuff. So I don't really post that much, but I do post every so often. So it's not, I just don't get in the online arguments anymore. I think that was the toxic part, right? That's what I'm trying to cut out. But I'm trying to get online at least a little bit more lately. Just gotta stay away from the arguments. It's just hard for me. Hard for me to do. I get drawn in. And then I can't let it go. And then it's literally all I thought about all day. Some fucking online argument. Anyway, but thank you all so much for hanging out. Seriously. But the main thing though is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate. And we'll see you next time.